So let me give you a little 60-second overview of Spectrum Controls. We've been around since 1983, and we've been supplying the automation industry I/O modules. Our biggest partner is Rockwell, and we make about 85 different Spectrum label products for Rockwell, as well as we build Rockwell I/O also, engineer, design, build, supply. So you're typically using a lot more of my content than you realize. And we're in three categories of products: the I/O, in-view messaging displays, and we do protocol gateways. So any of those other products or any other PLC platform I/O you want to talk to me about after the show, I'd be happy to spend time with you. We're based out of Bellevue, Washington, and we're an Encompass partner. Trivia question at Starbucks: who was the first global Encompass partner Rockwell had? Spectrum Controls, about 25 years ago. All right. Excuse me while I scroll through to the 800 PLC. All right. So right now, we make 15 different modules for the Micro800 PLC platform. Basically, if you're going to be doing anything with that PLC platform, as I'm going to show you, we pretty much have it covered for higher density or ultimate flexibility or higher resolution that will really give you a lot of capability in the Micro800 PLC. Our business, we came out with I/O for it as soon as Rockwell launched. We were one of their development partners. Launched the Micro800 line. It's got to be about 7 years now. And last year our sales grew tremendously, probably 2-3x. This year to date, we're 4-5x run rate over last year. It's unbelievable. So it's really taken off. And what gives me confidence in the product line in the Micro800 PLC world is OEMs, SIs, and even in major industry are using it, and we're getting orders, reorders. People are, planning for what they're going to need throughout the year. So it's taken hold. I thought I'd just kind of go over the different I/O we have on it. Won't go into, for the sake of time, not going to go into any detail, but you'll have a pretty good handle on some of the capability using our I/O with the platform. So I'm going to talk first about the plug-in modules, right? They're add-in modules that look more like a traditional I/O module, and then there's the small little square, 1.5-inch square plug-in. So one of the big runners on this line is on all our product lines are universal analog cards. So we make a 4-channel universal analog card. Each channel is a voltage, current, RTD thermocouple. We do so much with this on burner, temperature applications, and a monster value in this. If you're thinking of this plug-in module and the universal aspect is, I've done a lot of business with RTD. People need RTDs, and if it's a 2-wire RTD, which is actually pretty typical on some of this burner management capability, I could do 4 RTDs on this card. And list price is like $180. I mean, that's just a lot of RTDs for a little cost. So anyway, if anyone doing any temperature, this is a good value. We also have a high current relay module, 2-channel high current relay module. It's 10 amps channel isolation, up to 10 amps, and it has channel isolation. Any HVAC guys in here? We have a BACnet module, so if you're doing anything that ties in with building automation, again, I want to say this list price of this module is like $180, $190. That's a really inexpensive way to do BACnet. So this would be a BACnet slave, and your Micro PLC 800 will be the master. We also do a thermistor module. And we also manufacture a memory card with a real-time clock. This has been a real surprise to me. We sell a lot of these. A lot of OEMs put these on the machines. You can put up to, I don't even know how many gigabytes. You're up to 30 gigabytes on a mini SD card. in this module, real-time clock. You can also put your backup files in this. You can log data into this with a real-time clock. There's an option not only to add an SD card, but you can also add a little 3-volt battery, and this has 1 year of backup time. So if you're moving equipment around or equipment's plugged in, they don't use it for a couple months, you plug it in again. If you got the little battery in there, you've got all your data. So that's been a really good value, and that's like $115 list price. So the expansion cards, this gives you a lot of density, especially for the cost per channel. So I'll just kind of run through the list. We make an 8-channel universal module for this. Each channel voltage, current, RTD, thermocouple resistance, mix and match. All our I/O is 16 plus bit resolution also. We make an 8-channel output module, voltage or current. We make a 16-channel current input module. So think about the density on a little Micro800. I think you can have 7 or 8 add-in modules times 16 analog points. I mean, that's just a lot of density in a very small, very cost-effective package. We have a 16-channel voltage module. We have a combo 4-in, 4-out module, both current and voltage. We have a 32-channel discrete card, source discrete input and a syncing discrete input, 32 channels. We also make an 8-channel RTD card, and we have a 8-channel thermocouple card, and we also have a 16-channel thermocouple card. So anyone doing a lot of temperature, it's just a monster value, you know, very reasonable price. The only thing you got to be careful of when you're utilizing these cards is people tend not to pay attention to the torque limitation. You know, it's under 5 pounds. So basically the torque is this, not that, right? It's this. And that's about the only problems I see. People just torque it way too much and they break the terminals or they break the screw heads off. It's about the only thing you need to be cognizant of. But it's been a great product line. And is there any questions? I got a few more minutes. Yes, sir. Yep. Yeah, it's about 8 or 9 of the alphabet. So it covers 90% plus of what you're going to run into, you know. And this sets up, you know, it's the CCW setup for all this. It's kind of interesting. You get the guys 30 years and younger, and they love it. And the guys older who've only done Logics, once they do their first one, it's you know, it's not Logics, but it's not bad. You know, that's yes, sir. I can't hear you. So to control Logics, if you can do the task at hand with a smaller control and you don't need that extra horsepower, this is very cost effective. You know, I'm starting to see this in a lot of industrial plants where, you know, Logics is the main controller throughout the plant, but maybe they have a little water filtration system they need to do, or, you know, air compressor skid comes on, it's real basic stuff. Slap a Micro850 on there, connected via the Ethernet. You need, you know, 20, 30 points of analog. You need, you know, 16 points of digital. And it's a very cost-effective solution, and it's still a Rockwell solution, Rockwell-supported solution. The other thing I want to point out is all our I/O modules, Spectrum Controls I/O modules, are supported by Rockwell's Tech Connect group. So Spectrum I/O module, you call the same people that support you for your drives and your PLCs and your panel views, and you're dealing with people that understand your whole ecosystem, Rockwell ecosystem. And that's anywhere in the world. So if there are system integrators and OEMs here, or people who have plants all over the world, if you need to get a Spectrum Controls product in Guam or Shanghai, it's supported by the whole Rockwell, not only Tech Connect, but the local Rockwell distributor. We saw all these through the Rockwell distributors worldwide. So it's not going to jam you up in any way. Yes, sir. Yeah. And some people say MicroLogic Lite. So you're seeing people that use 1100, 1200 MicroLogic starting to migrate to this. You're seeing slick users migrating to this. It is going to be a huge runner. Just from the last 2 years, and especially this year, how it's ramping up. In Rockwell, over the years, whatever nuance that they had that was negative for this, they fixed that. I mean, this thing is cooked pretty well now, and it's cranking along. I've got a lot of OEMs that were just logic guys to the core starting to use this because of certain applications, it makes a lot of sense to use this product. Cost, size, density. I mean, that's what it's all about. And then you get the Rockwell support channel with that. So, all right. I thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Come by my booth in the automation section. We'll take a deeper dive in anything, all right? God bless. Thanks.